Good morning, afternoon and evening, wherever you are in the world. Right, today we're going to hear on Progress Feedlot, Progress Farm Feedlot. It's based on the map, Walker Farm. As you can see, it's got some Walker Farm sheds. Just have a quick look at it. The workshop's still here, it's got a lean-to added to it. The shedding and that down here is still here, the fuel tank's still here. I put two more of the actual silo sheds, although silo sheds in real life, but two more leads, sheds here. The small shed, two houses are here, and amongst the grapevines. Have an orchard, have a nice squeaky windmill there. We've got cucumbers, sorry that's cabbages, isn't it? Cabbages, tomatoes, cucumbers, as in placeables. The oily one feed thing, but then I have to put a seed one right next to it just in case, because working with some of the seeders and that, you only get fertilizer, which is annoying. That camera's a little bit too high. Now all your screens just got busted with mug. Yeah, so we've got a little fence and that in here. Got the chickens down in here. They're not in there yet. Stuart's running around like a madman. Yeah, Stewie. Put this little garage in here for a tool shop. Basically, yeah, and the pools, of course, is there. Put the house here this time. With the actual the swing set for the kids, cubby house, trampoline. There's some wood lot there. Another windmill close to the tank. Yeah, just put a lean-to over the top of here because they've got that now, so just used it. The tower. The tower's going to earn us money as it's sitting here. Another windmill, of course. Mercury Farms. I had to think about it again. Mercury Farms rendered house, rendered shed this time. I split this paddock up into several paddocks. So you've got one, or the field, whatever you want to call it, meadow. So we've got three different paddocks in the same, like in number two paddock. We own number 2, number 3, number 4, number 5, and number 6. So that's the spread again. I like doing that run up the middle. And of course we've got these the silos now here, which are more a traditional American silo for forage and that. This silo complex, the spandex shed from Easy Shed. These red shed pack, I saw that and grabbed it. I thought it was the metal shed pack that I saw in testing. It has the racks and that all inside. I was going to use it as a storage shed and that, but it's not the one, so we use them anyway. An extra door on the side, a few extra trees in. The yards themselves, we've got the old corrugated shed here, the pellet seed point, the open sheds, which go really well on all the maps, especially if you're doing feedlot and stuff. So Brahman, of course, they're all being fed and watered. They're all quite happy. There's less in that top paddock because I was thinking that when they breed I'll replace them, but yeah, it's a feedlot, isn't it? So fooled me. More fool me. Yeah, so I had to make sure they had everything because I sped up time a bit. Looks like that one's a bit out of water, but it's got a pump there, isn't it? Yep. So that's the farm. To do all the work around here, we have which are there they are. We have two Series 4 big buds. And the old girl's parked around somewhere. Here, Stuart. We've got the old Massey Ferguson in here too. Oh, there I am, sitting on it. With the tracks on it. That's going to be the one down at the feed shed. Is the old girl? Where's the old girl? There she is. And of course, big brutes here, of course. So we've kept those tractors. Basically, that's all the map stuff is actually still here. And we just build around it. So we're going to be running everything that's was on map. Included in the map. So we'll just have a look in this shed over here. It's a nice tin shed. We had the International Harvester with the feed wagon on it. See, if I made this wagon a lot taller in the that compartment, and then I can put it behind one of my choppers and that, and then I can empty out on the side into the silos. But they don't have silos like that. Anyway, this is the man truck. We're using it for the water truck, of course. And you can hear them munching away. They're quite happy. A mixture of the Brahman colours. Just beef feedlots. Munching, munching, munching. That's what I reckon. So I spaced them out so easy access for the trucks and that. A few trees for them to rub their butts on. That low cow noise like that. When I used to go to sales, all the calves and that there used to go and just rumble me on my throat, and all the cows used to come up to me. Everybody said, "You're the cow whisperer." No, you just got to understand your animals, man. So anywho, there's the chooks. The chooks are going to be going in there, and getting back out. I reckon it's good placement. They're the original trees and that. In the back there, not the front ones. Around the house, original bushes and that. I try to keep everything on there. Like the bushes where they're placed and that. I try to keep them where they are. On the map itself. Because the work's been put in, so you don't have to do all that stuff. So, like these two trees here are normally here. But that's it, that's as she goes. Oh, good day, Jake. You can see you sneak up on me there. I was engrossed with my map. So basically, we're just having a look at this today. I was doing some multiplayer with my cousin last night on Ophel Farm. So I'll bring you some of that later on, once we get a little bit established. It's his first time on the map, so we're using Farm Simulator 19, so we had GDA in that the other day, playing around on that. It's first time on there for him as well. Well, he played it in 17, but yeah, it's the first time on 19 type of thing with all the extras that he got of his pack. So yeah, there's nothing really to do on here. Everything's all placed in, sort of got that lived in look already. Many years of farm use by the looks of it. Well, I try to make it look that way. Apart from like putting junk around and stuff like that, we just keep the normal stuff around the sheds. Which are all these barrels and ladders and stuff like that. I put this lean-to over this bit just to hide it all. It's got the bucket and that sitting there for easy access. Implement's still got the dirt and that on it from the actual original map. Can you see my mug? Oh no, oh you can see my mug. That, oh, sorry, that's the unnamed brand on this game. Can't show that brand on this game. A bit of a rub in there. Still waiting for that truck to come out. The 8000, yeah, the Louisville, waiting for that to come out. They said he had a name in that for it. I'm supposed to be putting it through testing ages ago, so I don't know what's going on. Of course, always have been. Yeah, always have been. My first My first Ford was a Cortina. Then I had a Transit van, and because they were really cheap and easy to pick up for a young bloke working and that, you needed something to get around. They were cheap vehicles at the time. I had two what do they call them? RT40s, which is a Corona type shovel nose Toyota thing, and the indicators and that were on the actual horn bar and that on the actual steering wheel. I used to challenge people to try to find it. Oh, now they all know, don't they? Yeah, I got an XR6 Ute and a BA Falcon. That's the two vehicles we run these days. Used to have a couple of Holdens. I had the SL Kingswood 8Z, and my missus had the Premier. Ashley, Caitlin's, Crazy's older brother's got the Premier, and that still. He used it in his wedding and that, actually, after he'd done it all up. Oh, cool, got a Ute. Tribute, that's a Ute, isn't it? Yeah, those new Fords, Rangers and that have got heaps more power than what they used to have. But power's only good for getting out of the mud. Yeah, you don't want to go bashing up some of the tracks we've got. It's got a 24-hour bike trial thing that's here every year, and well, I don't know how that's going to go this year either. But yeah, the bikes go for 24 hours and that, and a lot of people have to, normally it's wet. So, yeah. What? Because I've got seasons on this, which is the worst thing I could have done, really. Actually, I'll just go around and feed a bit more of the cattle. I thought I'd jump on here, but then I thought I had some work to do on here, but there was nothing on here, so it sort of like stuffed it up a bit. But this is just another one of my maps that I want to, hey, wrong side. One of my maps that I'm going to be playing. I did cattle and cane. I just wanted to make a feedlot as well. Yeah, we sped it up. It's sped up time a bit to go for the night. And we'll have to go get some more TMR. I should put the tower here somewhere, shouldn't I? So this International Harvester, I used the, I don't know what happened to that. There was a Massey Ferguson grey, like that whitey with the red, grey and white, red one. Oh, four-wheel drive, is it? Wagon. Yeah, it was the grey one with the actual red guards and stuff. And when I downloaded the new map, like from the actual PlayStation Store, or where am I going? From the PlayStation Store, I couldn't find it again in Tractors. I don't know where it's gone, because I had that on. Well, I've got it on Cattle and Cane. I just can't find it, because that used to be my do we want hay pellets? No, we don't want hay pellets. Total mix. Yeah, and I just can't find it, because that was the one that was pulling around this wagon, and that with the little Massey Ferguson's was doing the other feeder, the round one, not this one. But I decided to get this one because it can do straw and everything like that as well. Oh, it's an all-purpose one. They got so many variations of this at the moment. Front dollies and that, which I hate. Like with a bit of swivelling and that sort of thing, you can reverse a road train, but those dolly things on these little trailers are ridiculous. You just can't get them back there. We can, but too much mucking around. I think that's full. Stop it. If you hear all that noise in the background, yeah, it's full. Because I made it stop. Yeah, these silos and that, look at these silos, they're pretty cool. I just want to bring out a silo like that so you can put your when you go out and chop corn and that, so you can like pump it up into your silos and store it in there. I don't know if we got something coming like that. Did I finish filling up here? The jeans, eh? Remember to lower your tyre pressures. Have a pump with you, okay? Chucked all in the back, eh? Yeah, I remember my yeah, bad topic actually. I had a Toyota, and I had a 4-inch lift kit in it, and I swapped it for my XR6. Didn't go down too well with the missus, because when I was doing my bees and that, because we were walking all the time from here. After we moved here and that from the farm and stuff, so I was walking every day to the schools and that, and not using it much. Went camping a bit on it, but yeah, didn't use it much, so I was mainly standing on the roof rack picking apples off trees and that up the road and that, so I decided to yeah, I used to climb over everything, but the problem is we weren't using it, so I swapped it for the ute because I was doing my bees and that, so easier to just throw everything in the back of the ute and haul it around everywhere, and still walking to school and stuff at that time. When we were here, now they're all going to high school, they're at another town, so. But when I swapped it, the young guy who got it off me, they weren't paying the bills on their ute, so some repo guy came a calling one day, and I told him where to go. And when I went down hunting them to find out what the hell was going on, because they told me it was all clear, and actually we checked it on the computer and that too, with motor reg and everything come out clear when I swapped it, so because I was still paying it, you see, so nothing come up that there was anything going on at that. So they ripped us off. So I went hunting them, made a phone call, bike rocked up, went for a run. Been half an hour, it was here, and then we went for a run looking for them, and had the wrong house, got the one across the road, nobody was home. Heard a lot of commotion across the road, didn't think too much of it, but it was them locking the place down because they could see us across there. So a day or two later I found out the right address, went back down there and confronted him, and he told me that he rolled it already. He was speeding up through the Adelaide Hills and that with his mates and that, and tried to overtake 5 cars at a time on the windy roads, and yeah, ended up pranging it. Rolled it, like the copper said to him. The only thing that saved him was I put from my old Falcon wagon, that was the old Channel 10 news car, and it had all these like window protections, like grids in them, so like metal cages in them, like cargo barrier type things, so none of the windows would get smashed into and the gear taken. And I took all that gear out and put it in the Toyota in the back part. The little dicky seats and that were, and that's the only thing that saved his life, because the car was flattened from there right to the bumper, to the bull bar. So the coppers told him it's the only thing that saved his life was because I had all that extra cage stuff in there for the kids, you see. Yes, because I've had that thing up like this before, teetering on wheels, going down a track along a river bank to get down to the river, and it's like, it was teetering like this. Yeah. It's like, whoa! Certainly makes you think. But she had full bars and that on top of it, and that if it got dinged, it doesn't matter. She's a truck. She's supposed to be. It's an Aussie truck, come on. We're supposed to have dings and that in it. Right, let's try the water truck. Let's actually get out and walk. Yeah, my auntie said to me once I should write a book and put all my ideas into it, and I'll become a millionaire with all the different things I've come up with over time. Make the world better. Yes, the world. The world's a funny place. Here we go, we need water as well. Wow, I thought that was full when I put it away. I'm a fool for thinking it was full. Right, better go get more water. And go out of cab so you can see what's going on. Yeah, so we took your advice. We're going to be doing Crazy's setting up a Discord thing. Whatever that entails. She was doing all that last night, trying to work it all out. I don't know what that's all about, but we took your advice. Is that filling? That's filling. Takes very slowly, fuels this truck. Yeah, I haven't got my steering wheel on that all set up with button box because I was just doing a quick one this morning. A moderator. I'll get you. Might get what that means. Moderator. I'm not up with all the jargon. Hey Stuart, there's it. See my dog? I better go over and feed him. He's running around like a madman. He likes a good yard. I actually had a dog exactly the same as this, a Kelpie Cross Rottweiler. That's why I call it Stuart, because my dog was Stuart. In the leaves a bit here, Stu. Have to keep him in the sun so then he doesn't, in the shade so he doesn't get burnt up during the sun, you know that. We're actually running Stone Valley on this at the moment, Geo. He's got his own Geo for it. You right there, Stuart? You gut? Yeah, so I haven't put the Australops in here yet, which are my grandpappy's chooks, great grandpappy. See how this water's going. Sounds like it's still filling. Takes forever. Yeah, so we're running this Geo on here to see what the seasons are like before the map comes out, because it might be a while before it comes out. I'm actually hoping to get on that map and actually play it, but if Millennial Farm comes out before, I think I might give it a miss, because I don't know what the slot count's going to be like. It's got more sheds, more this, more that, adding to it all the time. Though. You're not even going to be able to buy a spare tractor by the looks of it. Well, that's just, like he said, he wasn't going to put sheep on there or chooks on there and everything else, and he's just keeps on adding, doesn't he? Like he wants to make it the best map he can, that nobody's got anything to complain about, but yes. But I was saying, don't bite off more than you can chew. I'm only saying that because I watched a live stream when he did This Is Ireland, and he was going to bail. He was going to, leave the whole thing altogether and not even do it anymore because people were complaining about the things that weren't working on that map, and this just goes along with the map itself, like map making, I suppose. I know nothing about it, so I know it's a big, long, tedious process, but you know, we've been from going from that to now he's spending all his time on this one, and now he's starting to make another map though. That's the thing. Somebody else did that the other day. Mapper's Parrot? No, it wasn't Mapper's Paradise. It was MJ Moddy. And I think Oxygen David's even going on to a map that was supposed to come out for 17 but stopped, but now they're going to bring it out or something. That's the problem, there's too many people doing too many things, I can't keep up with it. But I fully want to get on that map, and like I've got people lined up to play different farms now on there. Oh, right. And now he's back. Was that it for that? Just double check in case I missed one. No, they're alright. Yeah, so I wanted to do a map that basically revolves around the like my cattle and that. Whoop, not watching what I'm doing. Doing the cattle and stuff like that, and all the stuff I'm going to be growing basically is going to be supporting that, the industry type of thing. Yes, the beef industry, come on. If you're vegetarian, we've got all the veggies over there as well. Nah. People shouldn't be worried about whether they should eat vegetables or meat. They should be eating both. They should be omnivores like they're supposed to be. And it's better off for all their healths. Fresh is always best in vegetables. And meat. Anything is fresh is best. Yeah, I'll show you what I mean. There's a little cross into balers? No, animals. I had this thing before, the little mixer. That's what I had that little grey tractor on, the Massey Ferguson, and it pulls it fine. And I normally have these homemade tanks now. There's ballast on the front with the water tank and that sort of thing, but got the truck this time. Yeah, we'll have a look at the stable. No, that's not it. Oh yeah, there it is. So in here you can see I've got a lot of junk. Favourite meal? Actually, we're having tuna mornay tonight, but it's not my favourite. I don't know, I haven't got a favourite meal. If it was on death row, I wouldn't have a special thing to eat. No, it's so this is the stable. I do like self-sourcing pudding though. Yep. Not the ones you buy in the little deflackers, although they're alright. Homemade stuff. So I come from a long line of cooks, and you know, my mum, grandmother, my grandmother. That would be my favourite thing out of everything. My grandmother used to make apple pies for me every time I used to go over to Victoria. She used to make them, freeze them, and that, so I'd take them back home. No matter where I was living, New South or South Australia, and palmy, yeah. Everybody loves a good palmy. I have chicken palmy every time I go to the pub actually. The apple pie. And the secret to an apple pie was because they had an orchard up the back, Granny Smith apples and stuff. And the secret to an apple pie was actually pears. A couple of pears in the apple pies as well. And God, they were nice. So we actually gave them a, when I was in Merrylands in New South Wales, it's near Parramatta there. We had a banana tree in that out the back, and what we did was we took the sucker on that out and gave it to my granddad, and he took it back to Victoria, which is Geelong, right? And actually put it in. It's still there to this day. Still growing bananas in Geelong, believe it or not. So, yep. We're up to about the 30-minute mark. There's not really much doing on this farm at the minute. What have we got in the way of grass? Being seasons, there's not much to do. This grass might be worth cutting. I've got to find out if I've got a grass cutter. I might not have one. What's the easiest way to find out? Go into here. Have a squeeze. Got my old Washington Hills hoist. I like this this clothesline here, the Hills hoist. I got a dunny in a couple of the things too. Outback dunny. That new Outback dunny. Like all of a sudden there's a run on Outback toilets. Like the old Thunder boxes. I don't know what's going on though. There's 3 different ones. There's one in the new add-ons. Then there's the one where some kid's throwing a thong down there. And then there's a new one. I haven't got any mowers, have I? No. I need to buy a mower. I should let the cows out. They'll take it. No, we need some bales. What am I looking for? Mowers. I got a sickle mower, by the way. Because I was going to do, I got that from Port Oakville Farm. I was actually thinking the other day in their 17 pack they had a sickle mower and the baler and that does like the small baler and stuff that I used to use on that one. It's a different design to all these flat modern mowers and that. It was in the classic pack, I'm pretty sure it was. But yeah, I used the sickle mower in that a lot around the Italian map and stuff like that. But I was thinking about it the other day, and then bang, sure enough, there's a sickle mower. I like that. Happens a lot. I'll talk about stuff in my videos, and stuff comes out. You know, especially the 17 stuff, sort of the Mustang, the F100. Yeah, they just keep on coming. I'm gonna buy that. I'll chuck it on the A tractor. And yeah, that'll do for me. Dump the trailer. I was going to say, shall I go all the way down to the thing and pick it up, or just grab it from here? Why not? Let's go for a drive. So this is the on-game case. Okay. What sort of wine are you going to do? White, red, both? Red Eye label. Sweet red eye, eh? Sweet for the sugar content. Red eye for the after effects. I got some port in that over there. Mate of mine makes it, he puts brandy in it. So you've got your own vineyards. whiskey go. Ding, 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 ding. There's the mill. I wonder where it was there for a minute. So this is the yard. In case anybody doesn't know, I'll quickly run around. During the day, this lovely lady's here. She'll help you out with all your paperwork, everything you need. And around the corner here, hello Nick Walker. He works here during the day as a welder, as well as being in my workshop. And across the road, Scotty, leg arms. That's him hiding out here. Having a yap to all the guys around, the local guys. And that's, now come on now. In real life they're married to twins, right? Is that his missus? And is that Nick's missus? They're married to twins. Are they the same girl? They are, aren't they? That must be their missus, I'm telling you. What? Thank you. So I'll start this with doing a bit of mowing and stuff up the run. Yeah, see, the kids were picking for the last, I don't know, 3-4 years now. Well, Caitlin's third oldest brother. Yeah, was. Oh, is. We did it this year, but the grapes were that bad that we only did 1 yard. Normally do 2 days, but we only did 1 day this year. So yeah, Crazy did it for the first time this year actually. Two brothers have been doing it for the last couple of years, and every time they did it, like a second older brother, when he was doing it, they used to give him a bottle and that to bring home to me. So as a extra bonus, but because of his age he couldn't drink it, so I ended up getting it. So this time, well, last 2 years I've been helping him doing the yard as well, so I've ended up getting 2 bottles. So oh, Japanese whiskey, right? Oh, can you brew it? They do have that alcohol thing. Oh, friends of ours do brandy and all the rest of that with the distillery thing that you can buy. Maybe you should find out their recipe. Oh, unfod. Is it like a sucky type thing, or like a wine whiskey, or do you know? What do I do that for? There we go. Okay. No, it's not ready to cut yet. What a bummer. You see what the Japanese or the Chinese or whatever, they've taken over a few of the wineries in here, and what they do is, well, so Crazy's oldest brother found out He was working for the winery that they took over, and they was told that they were going to keep their jobs, but they quit before they got sacked and left them in the lurch, actually, because they found out that they were going to be exporting all the wine that they're making and that over to there to be bottled and everything as well. So they decided that they were going to bail out. They can't support a business that's not supporting Australia, so like helping out locals and that as well. So that's what they'll do. They'll buying up all the wineries, picking all the grapes and that, of course, and then getting them crushing that in plants here, and then because they've got their own plants now, and then shipping all over bulk stuff over to Japan or China, where it's cheaper to bottle it and put it under their own labels and that sort of thing. Which is what they're doing everywhere, but hey, they're the ones that brought it. That's what I say to people. They say, oh, you know, they keep coming in and taking over everything. Hey, Australians got every opportunity to buy it before anybody else gets it. So now you don't. I know lots and lots of projects that Australians have never been invested in, and they've taken overseas and to America and everywhere else. So over time, there's a guy who had all wool on that for making the fillings and that for inside walls and stuff, pie-proof and everything else. But it was the dags of the wall, making up a matting and that he designed, and nobody wanted to touch it. So he took it elsewhere, didn't he? He took it over to America to go along with their balsa wood houses. You seen their ply houses? They put up plyboard and they spend all the money on the interior and stuff, and then they wonder why it's got mould in it within a year. Their roofs just got tar paper on it. That's weird. See, look at this building here, see? Oh, that's designed really well, isn't it? Big steel gussets on the concrete. Probably should have something between the wood and the concrete though, to stop it rotting there. I used to do shed building all over Australia, actually. I've done lots of things back in my time. You've got to go where the work is. I've always said that. Right, so we can't do any mowing on this one. I'm going to have to speed up time that again later on, just to, yeah, what else we got there? I'll have to go for another fly and find out what's happening. Boys are leaving the workshop next door. Oh, I can hear them cows mooing again. Yes, I don't know what to do. Might be coming up the time anyway, or close, another 10 minutes. We had to, yeah, you just got to do what you got to do these days, Jake. Whatever the work is, you know, because especially now that everything's like gone kaput for the time being. Getting back into it. People are closing things and not opening them again because of the loss on them. You know, there's still mortgages and that they have to pay and stuff like that. People they've laid off. Yeah, it's yeah, bad all around for everybody. And you know, the thing that I spew about is like I haven't been able to work since 2003. 2004. Since I was declared dead for 40 minutes, so never work again. See, so that's what peeved me off a lot, because all my mates went to the mines and stuff and made money, and I've been doing small stuff on the side, bees, pigeon racing, selling pigeons and stuff like that, chooks, ducks, everything I've got to make money on, really. But I don't think this is a bad farm. And you just do whatever you can. You know, everybody's just got to take whatever work they can get these days. And all the dirty jobs, that's what I used to always do. I was a chook killer once in the slaughterhouse. And yeah, like I said, welding jobs, you know, building sheds all around Australia. Working on process lines that nobody wants to stand there like a robot, but, you know, I was working 13-hour days when I had my heart attacks and that. Well, I had a couple of strokes and that when I was at work and didn't even realise it. They were telling me I had strokes. I feel it was a mallee ball. Lifted metal all day. What are you talking about? Yeah. Yeah, a couple of weeks later, got bronchitis, pneumonia. A little while later, kaboom. I was on the roof doing the water and that, like I said, had another heart attack. That was it. And apparently I had, how many did they say? 40 strokes or something over my time. That I didn't even know about. When they did some testing and that, then they reckon I was only 34 at the time when I had it, and they said that I was basically after it they said I was about like 64 or something like that. Yeah, 40 strokes. Small ones over time. I remember once I was down at Noongar, living down there. I was working at the zoo at the time, and I was digging a hole in the backyard to put a bathtub down for the ducks. And I felt really bad in the shoulder and everything like that. So I managed to stagger inside. They got me in the car, took me down to the medical centre at Noongar, and when I walked in the door, the nurse said to me, "Oh, did you walk here?" And I said, "No, we drove down." And she chucked me in a wheelchair and threw me out there. And by the time the doctors come to see me and that, it subsided a lot. So then the doctors were arguing over what it was and that sort of thing. So one decided to send me for a CAT scan and that sort of thing, and the other one just threw his hands up and walked away type of thing. That was one of the times I had a stroke. Yahoo. But I'm stubborn. I just say FTW and get on with it. Right now, I'm not worried about, like even with the epidemic, can't say too much about it. Apparently I'm not allowed to talk about that thing that's going around. I had a warning once before when I was doing a thing about it. But anyway, we all know what it is. Yeah. Yeah, I wonder who they're going to get to play me. Jack Black? Nah. 47, 48. We're getting close to time again. Yeah, but it's life, isn't it? Better keep going. Yeah. It's all the dirty jobs I've done over the years. Like working with asbestos and that before it was found to be bad. Well, it's always been bad, but, you know, a lot of shonky government departments get you to do a lot of shonky shit. I'm not mentioning them. But yeah, working with asbestos and stuff like that. Working in dust, I was a die caster for Pope Sprinkler. Die casting metal and stuff. Aluminium and that. So I was breathing all those fumes over the years. Welding fumes, you know, just a metal press operator. 10,000 ton press. Just working like a robot job 24/7. Wherever the work was. I went wherever the work was. And dust and, you know, like doing hay and stuff all the time. We used to compress bales into, like get 2 bales, compress them into 1 bale and put them in the containers and have to send them over to Japan and stuff like that. Now they're just doing it by the big bales now. They've moved on now around this area. But we used to hand lift all those. Just take 2 of us to lift up a bale and stack them in containers all night long, breathing in all that dust and itchy and yeah. Good times. Yeah, for a good time. Alan Jackson. Yep, so this is the farm. We're nearly out of time. I might actually close it up now. It's 49. So by the time I do my outro, say thanks again, Jake. I don't know what happened to Adam last time. I think I missed him. He said hi, hello, and I was looking here instead of there. But I can hear Stuart. Can you hear Stuart? He keeps panting. He's over here somewhere. Yeah, well, with your help, we're going to get that other thing up and going, Discord thing, and with your suggestions, so start working on that sort of thing. We'll just check young Stuart here, see if he's got enough food, since he's a pig. I saw him go up the slippery dip the other day. I used to do that with my old Kelpie. What are you doing, Stuart? Yeah, I better give him some more tucker. Yeah, so later we'll put some manure and water in that and these, make them all grow and support the veggie industry. No, it's just for the farm. It's the farm, mate. I don't care what anybody else does. Honestly, don't care what other people do. They should be promoting it, not making people enemies on it. There you go, Stuart. Be a pig. Yeah, so this dog's got exactly the same markings as what Stuart used to have. Yeah. Used to have. Had to put him down. Yeah, we've had a couple of dogs over time. My old Rottweiler, he was 18 years old, and Digger, he was, that's that blue heeler Kelpie I was just saying. He used to run up the slippery dips at the park and run down. Kids used to love him. Used to try to race him up and down. And now we've just got the bullheads out there. I have to introduce them to him one day, bring him in, put him on the stream. Alright, so I'll say goodbye, everybody. Everybody is watching this later on. You'll have a good one. Be safe. And if you can't be good at it. And from Ken Wear, aka Stone Toad, get over to my channel, check out some more, give us a like, and all the rest of that stuff. Yeah. So this is another farm that I'll be doing. It's because it's on seasons, it's going to take a while to get everything up and running. So unless I speed up time, which I don't like doing. But anyway, everybody, catch you all, and Uru. Bye.